His is the compassionate public face of the Catholic Church. But today, Cardinal Vincent Nichols faced calls for his resignation after a scathing report blamed him for failing to tackle decades of abuse. The report highlighted 3 of the worst offenders: priests who repeatedly abused children, but whose crimes were covered up by the Church for many years.
The whole truth? The whole truth. And nothing.
Cardinal Nichols appeared before the inquiry last year, but they concluded he was unwilling to take responsibility. Today, he told me he was humbled by their report and wanted to say sorry. You are the leader of the Catholic Church in this country, and yet this report says that your personal failings, your personal lack of responsibility, and it talks about you not showing compassion. That's an appalling catalogue for somebody who's head of the Catholic Church.
Yes, and I'm very aware of those phrases, and actually those phrases refer in the main body of the report to the way I was handling 2 cases, just 2 out of hundreds.
What appears to be being said in the heart of this report is that you and others in the Church have valued the reputation of the Catholic Church over and above the suffering of these children.
Well, I know that's what's said, and I know the actions that have been taken in the past can rightly give that impression. I do not believe there is a contradiction. I believe there are failings on our part. Failings. It was slow, and it was slow for reasons, but you know that's not the point. I think we've got there, and I think we've done a good job.
But it is the point to a lot of people that you were dragging your feet, that you appeared not to realise how insidious, how damaging this whole thing was to the Church and to the victims. They're the most important people.
They are the most important people, I agree with you.
One of those victims, seen here as a choir boy with his alleged attacker standing behind him, is calling on the Cardinal to resign. He spoke to us anonymously.
He can pussyfoot around and say that the Pope or he's been asked to stay on, but he should really hold his hands up and say he wasn't up to the job and was thinking too much of the Church as a reputation and step down immediately.
Cardinal Nichols did offer to resign, but the Pope has asked him to stay and oversee the changes that are so urgently needed. Juliet Bremner, News at 10.